Welcome back, everybody. It is Vlad coming at you here on the 7th of March 2022. Just wanted to give you a fresh video on Saitama. Saw some interesting news earlier and wanted to talk to you all about that. As always, I am not your financial advisor. You need to do your own research. Just another crypto investor like yourselves. Alright, so right here, if you see Saitama Guru's Twitter, he tweeted out just a couple hours ago, "Hey fam, we are adding the pairs and liquidity for the other coins as we speak. Happy trading." And so I was able to go into my Saitama app and I pulled up the swap function, and as you can see here, I'll show you in just a moment, they've already added ImpactXP and Mandox for those liquidity pairs. See if I can get this in front of you all and straighten it up. But yeah, Mandox and ImpactXP are also in there for your liquidity pairs. So that is fantastic to see. I definitely wanted to get this out to you, let you all know that they are adding the liquidity pairs for the other projects. A lot of people were asking for that. It's been crazy looking back at what Saitama has gone through for the last couple months. I was in Vegas for that all-time high. And you know, looking back over here at Dex Tools, let's go back here and look. You know, I got into Saitama back in August, and so when I was getting in, it was like here, the 20th of August. I bought it on a dip. It was down from where it was at, and I got in, and it stayed steady for a while, and then all of a sudden September started to see some price action. As you can see, though, it was still really nothing compared to what we saw through October and then into November. And so right here at the end of October, you're looking at the big price impact, you know, see 0.000, it's like something, however many zeros, 29. And then over the course of the next like couple weeks, it just takes off again. And then right here on the 10th of November, the price of it was essentially, you know, 0.76. 0.76 is the lowest, or 0.74 even. And then all of a sudden, the very next day, like 2 days later, on the 12th, you're seeing the all-time high, and then almost, you know, it's like 0.165, 67, 69, 17. So as you can see, that all-time high, the market cap doubled in 2 days, essentially. That's how long it takes for it to just, boom, take off. And I believe that once these liquidity pairs for the other tokens start being injected, and we're able to go into the swap and start swapping other tokens, once Saita Realty finally launches, hopefully maybe this week or next, I think that Saitama is really going to start seeing a lot of growth into this project, and we're going to be going back towards that all-time high. Right now, there hasn't been much of a better time for you to get into this project here lately. I never expected to see the prices that we have. Right now, we're trending #1 on Dex Tools, and the price, you know, if you look at all of the entire crypto market, like if I open up my Coinbase, for instance, and I look at my watch list, because I've got Ethereum on there, Bitcoin, Saitama, ImpactXP, a few other projects, most of the projects in the entire crypto market right now are down substantially. Ethereum's at like $2,500 a piece, whenever normally they're more than $4,000. Bitcoin's at 38,000, whenever its all-time high is over 65, you know, 68, I can't remember exactly. But yeah, whenever you look at all of these tokens that are down, what do you expect when you look at this entire market? And what's really going on is you've got people that are afraid of what's going on in the world. You've got the thing with Russia and Ukraine. There's also some stuff going on in Canada, the United States. There's just fear, uncertainty, doubt, right? FUD is going on, not into any particular project per se. Like Saitama is being attacked, obviously, still, but the whole crypto market in general is falling prey to people being afraid of what's going on, and so they're not wanting to invest into cryptocurrencies right now. As this, you know, war with Ukraine and Russia hopefully comes to an end as peacefully as it possibly can at this point, I'm really just hoping that everybody on both sides is going to realize that a ceasefire is needed, and you know, more innocent lives won't be put in harm's way or lost. But you know, right now that's kind of taking the forefront, and you're seeing that in the markets, the stock markets, the crypto markets, everywhere across the board. most everything is down. So it's not surprising to see Saitama being down, and a lot of these other projects. But it is a great time for you to, like I said, do your own research and get yourself a bag of that stuff if you haven't already. If you come over here and look at Twitter, Gabe Morrow, he's the guy that does a lot of the, basically all the gaming side of Saitama with Wolfcaster, and they've also got another one, Wolfcaster 1992. I know that they're gearing those towards the Nintendo Switch, so that's going to be pretty awesome to see. You've got Elon Mansour, Aaron, he's kind of the marketing person of Saitama. Each and every person has their own team of people that works for them, and you've got these 6 devs essentially. So Russell, Nam, Max, Manny, each person has their own team of people that works underneath them. They each have their own responsibility and handle whatever aspect of this business. Whenever they all come together, though, they're creating something that's just fantastic. I mean, you can look at Shiba Inu and any of these other projects that have been around much longer than Saitama. They don't have the utility that Saitama has. Now, does Saitama have this utility up and ready for us to use just yet? No, but it's in the works. We know it's coming, and that should excite everybody, because I think that's why you're seeing so many people attacking Saitama, honestly, is because they're afraid of the threat that this poses. Saitamask is going to be an exchange. You've also got the education side of things. You get the metaverse with VR and all that. You've also got the NFT marketplace like Fang Art and everything's coming out soon. It's just this giant mesh of so many things that all of the projects in crypto are kind of doing, but you don't see one project doing it like Saitama is, all under one roof. And so I think that's a big portion of why Saitama's seen a lot of attacks by other projects, is because they're jealous, they're afraid, and you can shoot a bullet at a speeding locomotive, but you're not going to slow it down really. That's kind of how Russ put it one time, and he's right. They've slowed us down a little bit, but they're not going to be able to stop us, and we're going to push through. It's just a matter of time. I do believe Saitama will be a top 5 crypto. It's just a matter of when, right? They're doing great things. We've got a fully transparent docs dev team. Have mistakes been made along the way? Sure, some could argue, yeah, but these guys are doing it out of their own pocket. They're not being paid to do any of this. They work hard for all of this, and they don't have a marketing wallet. Everything that's done, they've done out of their own. And the one thing I've noticed where I would say, where could improvement be? If they promise us that they're going to release something on a date, that needs to happen. I'm always under the philosophy, if you promise something, it needs to happen on that date. Otherwise, don't say you can do it. Always over-deliver, under-promise, right? You don't want to tell somebody you can deliver something and then you can't do that, because it hurts your credibility. And the more that you do that, the worse it can be. And so, but that's the only thing that really has, affected him, our price point really, that was out of control beyond the devs was, they missed a couple deadlines, and, it is what it is. Things happen. You cannot plan for everything. Whenever they launched Side of Realty that day and they did their test swaps, some of the transactions were apparently allowed through, and so they thought, in order for this to be fair to everybody, we're going to turn it off, relaunch under a new contract address. And so I applaud them for doing what's right, trying to be fair for the rest of the community. Is it a setback, and is it like hard for us to watch our price fall? Sure, but I mean, at the end of the day, I learned to separate my emotions from my investments a long time ago, because if you open your wallet every day and you just see that your prices are down, that's depressing. If that's all that you care about is just how much money do I have in my wallet today, you're going to have a sad life in crypto, because these are not overnight make you millionaire projects. Like, can you find those sometimes? Sure, but it's like winning the lottery. These are long-term investments to where you find a project that has utility. It's providing something in real-world value, just beyond like, here's a token, buy it. That's what Saitama's doing. ImpactXP, Mandox, Shirio, Kishimoto, Wafer, all of these projects are creating utility outside of just creating a token. And that's what sets them apart, I think, from most of the other cryptocurrencies out there. They're also, doxed and transparent on their dev teams. They're LLCs, by and large, most of them that I know of that I just mentioned. So it's exciting to be a part of something different than pretty much anywhere else in crypto, where you've got this decentralized place, but you also still have that security aspect side of things. You know who you're giving your money to, you understand where you're giving your money, where it's being spent, so on and so forth. So make sure, like I said, I'm not your financial advisor. You need to be doing your own research into these projects, but I personally believe that any projects listing on Saitama are going to be great projects, and if you can get into them now, you're doing yourself a favor because you're getting in early, especially on ImpactXP, Shaman King, Kishimoto, Shirio, Mandox. There's a lot of great utility in these projects, and they haven't just even realized it yet. It's only just kind of like the tip of the iceberg, essentially, for where they're going to be. They've announced some big news. Shaman's got a game coming out, so does ImpactXP. ImpactXP and Saitama both are going to be titanium sponsors at the Crypto Dubai event coming up in like 10 days in Dubai. Jod is going to be one of the key speakers there for that, for ImpactXP and stuff. So it's really exciting, and I hope that 2022 is going to be a big year for everybody. And I hope that you are part of the Impactors. I hope you're part of the Saitama Wolf Pack. I hope you're part of the Shaman Army like I am. There's a lot of good projects out there for you to invest into, and they're early still. So do your own research. Make sure that you know where you're giving your money to. Like I said, if you haven't already and you haven't got a bag of Saitama, come check out SaitamaToken.com. Check out their website, what it's all about. Current burn percent for 56.43%, 342,000 holders, volume over the day. Gives you all the information that you'll need for this project and where to buy, so on and so forth. I mean, you can buy on Saitama now, so fantastic to see that. Been waiting months and months and months for that. If you hadn't seen, they already had NFTs for sale. This was just one of them. But yeah, guys, it's never been a better time for you to get into these projects that are listing on Saitama and Saitama itself. And so, like I said, if you haven't already, please do like my video, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment down for me down below. I will get back to you. But I don't really have anything else for you. Been listening to Dragonis on the track, my NFT artist and stuff, good buddy of mine. I've got the links to his Spotify down below and his YouTube videos. He makes videos on how to do like music creation, and also how to make stuff inside of Photoshop using different aspects there. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, let me know. Other than that, I'll get this out to you. Catch you all on the flip side, Wolfpack. Oh!